Yo, what's happening with y'all, man? Got all these gray and shit. I'm gonna dye that shit like black. Know what I'm gonna do one day? I'm gonna come up here and this shit gonna be dyed black. Yeah. What's happening with y'all, man? Came on here to chop it up a little bit. I was looking at some stuff on the news, not on the news, on YouTube and shit. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, what the hell going on in the world? Man? My glass is giving off a glare. Giving off a crazy ass glare. Without looking at some shit, man. And I was like, man, these folk, these traps and shit. Let me turn my camera on. So yeah, I know I'm a brother and shit. I know a lot of people don't want to talk to an avatar. Some folks do though. That'd be the weird shit. You can go on YouTube and they talk straight to an avatar. Not probably. I know I'm gonna have to go get me another webcam so I can make it a little more saucy as far as how I'm looking on camera. Yeah, make it a little more. Cause I don't like all that LED light shit shining in my face. That shit is like ridiculous. With all that LED light shit, man. That shit too much. I'm with this part. But yeah, let me turn the camera so I can. Oh man, I shouldn't cuss. I don't know how that go. I guess you can't curse within 30 seconds or 30 minutes or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, I was like, man, what's going on in this world? I was looking at some stuff on the world news, man, and then I was just thinking about protests, right? And I was like, damn, they protesting everywhere. So I'm gonna start with this protest right here. Eventually, I'll make my way back around to Atlanta. But I'm gonna start with this one right here. This one right here is crazy. Hold on. This one right here is in Peru. All right, this one is in Peru right here, and I wish I. Hold on, let me see if I could share it. Yeah, let me see if I can share this time. Share my screen. Let's go back to StreamYard. Go back to StreamYard. So hopefully it don't start doing that bugged out stuff that it was doing at first. Yeah, let's do that. Share an entire screen. You know what? It should have been sharing. Come out of it. Yeah. And then I'm gonna stop screen sharing. So I open up a new tab so I can just share that tab. So it should give me the option to share that tab. Okay. Yeah. All right, here we go. Work like that. Okay, yeah, it did. All right. So I don't know what the hell is Gloria Vanderbilt should do. Close that ad out. Google Trip. All right. So, all right. So if y'all don't know about the protest, we know about the protests in Atlanta, Cop City, and all that other shit, right? But uh, it's just a 4-minute read. But this today, You know what I'm saying? It's today. It's an update. 5 hours ago, they updated it 5 hours ago by David and Larry Garcia and Brendan O'Boyle. It's a explainer. Why the protests in Peru? Why are there protests in Peru, and what comes next? Dan Allen in his picture right here. You say a demonstrator takes part in the protest to demand Peru's President Dina Boluarte to step down in Lima, Peru. Now, I'm gonna show y'all the president in a second. Cause this shit gangster though. You know what I'm saying? We thinking it popping over here in America. It's popping everywhere in the world, but this right here, this right here is really off the chain right here, y'all. So check it. It's a January 31st, Reuters protest in Peru since in early December have led to the deaths of at least 48 people as demonstrators have clashed with security forces in the Andean country, worst outbreak of violence in over 20 years. 48 people done died out in their protest. Now, we don't have a few people die in our protest, but they don't kill 48 niggas over there trying to get this lady to step down. All right, so I need to start closing out all these Google ads. Google, if you ain't paying Google that money, they want their little bread off you. They gonna advertise everywhere they can advertise. They gonna keep advertising on you. They say the protests began after Congress removed President Pedro Castillo on December 7th. Castillo was arrested and is being held in pretrial detention facing rebellion charges after he tried to illegally dissolve the legislature to avoid a planned impeachment vote. His ousters fired up anger against the elite, especially in poor, rural Andean regions in Peru's south, which had propelled Castillo, a leftist former teacher and political novice, to the presidency in 2021. So, you see, they president shit don't last that long. That was 2021. We in 2023. And he was about to be impeached, but, you know, well, they locked his ass up and put somebody else in there. Castillo, 53, was embroiled in multiple corruption investigations and went through 5 cabinets and over 80 ministries in just 17 months. His approval rating steadily declined over the course of his administration. So in 17 months, he went way more crazy than Donald Trump did. Donald Trump off the chain, but this nigga went crazy. I can't close this one out, huh? Damn, Google, y'all slipped one in. I can't close this ad out. I can close this one out. Flash drive and shit. That's a good ad right there. Flash drive, book bag. Yeah, that's a good ad overall. I'm still closing it though. D4 Apple. They be trying to get it off on you. You better not go to that now site on Google, because they gonna get it off on you. Remember you looked at this tub, you said you want this tub in your house. Here it is again, face ass. Yeah. But it says Castillo's, I'm right here, y'all, my bad for sidetracking. Say latest update, USC's new dispute panel over Canadian. That we ain't gonna go through that. But because I be watching the world and everything that's going on in the world. You know what I'm saying? It say Castillo Vice President Dina Boluarte took over as Peru's 6th president in 5 years following his ousters. You see how many presidents these folk done went through? In 5 years, y'all. 6 presidents. Now, I know a lot of y'all probably looking at this shit like, what the hell? Barbara, what's going on? Got Barbara in the building with me. She always show up and holler at the kid. You know what I'm saying? You dig? I know y'all saying like, damn, what the hell going? What's up with that? Let me stop sharing my screen because y'all ain't hustlers and y'all don't know about what the hustle is. What y'all don't keep up with the hustle and see if you keep up with the hustle, you'll keep up. If you keep up with the hustle, you keep up with the trap. You know what I'm saying? You keep up with the trap, then you know how these fools in these streets about to move in the next couple months. You know what I'm saying? Now, let me show y'all some shit. Hold on, man. This thing trying to trip on me, and we ain't gonna let it. We ain't gonna let it. Close out a few of these screens. Close out some stuff. The stream y'all be trying to do too much as far as your what's going on your computer. That's what I found out too. But I was looking at what was going on in Peru and not Peru, nigga, Peru. What was going on in Peru. And yeah, so I come across a couple of things. Let me show you this shit right here, man. Hopefully I don't get no copyright strike or no shit like that. Hold on, let me mute this shit out. Let me turn that page off too. Hopefully I don't get no copyright strike, but I'm finna share something right quick. See, I be keeping up with the traps and shit. I be keeping up with these street niggas. That's how I know how they gonna move and shit. That's how I be knowing how they gonna move. Cause they end up okay. So yeah, it wanna go slow. Let me close out that ad. And you'll only see on level 10. Hope y'all can hear it.
Spoke exclusively to Local 10's Janine Stanwood, and she's live in Marathon for us. Janine. And one resident tells us he lives on the water, so he's used to all sorts of things washing up on the shore, but never this many drugs.
The tide was pretty high, and I thought I saw something.
It started as a regular beach cleanup for this Big Pine Key resident. Turns out this was nothing ordinary.
The tide went down. Of course, here's this black wrapped brick.
Look at that shit, y'all. I had to pause it right there. All right, so I'm gonna keep it paused right there. Look at that shit, y'all. So they say he got 70 pounds of that was 70 pounds of cocaine right there. So that's about 35 keys, which ain't much, you know what I'm saying? To you know that for one drug dealer is like there's just one drug dealer stash. But that shit coming from Peru. That shit coming from that's that real Peruvian. Yeah, they be talking about that Peru. This what it is right here. So that president, you said I found that in the next hottest thing. Oh shit. Yeah. So I was looking at the president. I'm like, what the hell going on? See how I stumbled up on it. I was like, what's going on? I seen some shit that was talking about protests and stuff. You said, I'm the next hottest. You say you found out you the next hottest thing. I know that right, Barbara. Shit, fuck what they talking about. Shit. Let me find out. Let me find out you the next hottest thing. I'm gonna be on your timeline. I'm gonna be on your bumper. Trying to clout chase your ass. Yeah. But I was looking at that shit, man. I was like, man, all these protests going on around the world. But the other protests, let me see if I can pull it up on here because I got two tabs open up. This one right here. And China protest. They going crazy over there too. They going crazy over that. They still got the goddamn COVID. They still got the COVID shit going on over there. All right, hold on. Let me see if I can share this shit. Share this shit. Right here. Oh, it's already shared. And that's what's up. It's already sharing right here. Yeah, they got the goddamn COVID problem going on over there. Still say the Chinese government has used public discontent as cover for a difficult policy change. Protests in China over the zero COVID policy spread from President Xi Jinping's alma mater, Shugang University, to the streets of cities across the nation. The white paper protests, as they become known, took their cue from the Be Water movement in Hong Kong to hinder identification of the ringleaders and minimize non-compliance with the law, hence risking the risk of arrest. While contact with some leaders of the movements and other individuals who voice opposition to Xi administration has reportedly been lost. For the most part, members of the public who took part in the white paper protests do not appear to have been detained. These folk on top of that, hold on, let me see if I can blow that picture up. I don't know if y'all can see this picture on the right side of the screen with these folk with the white paper masks and shit. They call it the white paper protest. Yeah, so they protesting all around. Let me see. Let's go back. Let's go get up out of here. And let's see. So ain't nobody, let's say, protest in Atlanta. All you just got to do is put in protest. That shit just going to start popping up. A bunch of them. They everywhere, man. Oh, shit. They everywhere, man. So we got this thing in Atlanta that they trying to start up called Cop City. Look at that name, y'all. Arrest in Atlanta Cop City protest raised concerns over domestic terrorism charges. Hold on, man. Let me see if I could, get rid of that jive that NBC got going on. So NBC got their own little style of how they want to do their stuff. It say critics of such laws, including civil rights groups, say they can be politicized and used against marginalized groups or those disliked by government. Look what these protests did to the police car back on the picture, though, man. These folks, and now these ain't black people that I'm showing y'all. These folks from everywhere, black people. We don't go. We protest, but we ain't going that hard though. We ain't going that hard right there. That's a fucking bomb that they put in that car, man. We ain't going that hard. It said an Atlanta police car was set on fire during the Stop Cop City protest on January 21st. I guess Benjamin Hendren is the person who made this video. Took that picture. That's what it say. Okay, so they trying to get theirs off too. Yeah, they trying to get their ass off too. Yeah, they trying to get their ass off too. Everybody be trying to get their ass off. Say the decision by prosecutors to pursue domestic terrorism charges against opponents of a police training center outside Atlanta is drawing criticism, with some legal experts saying it's a potential dangerous overreach that could be viewed as politically motivated. More than a dozen people have been charged with domestic terrorism in connection with the protests, including 7 people after January 18th confrontation with police who were trying to clear the proposed sites of the center, dubbed Cop City by critics. Now I wonder if them white people, like those people who be doing stuff like that, I wonder if they go like the people who storm the Capitol and shit like that, if they do like get like Fed time and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like they got to do 10 years to the door, 20 years to the door, like they do us for that cocaine, for how they do us for this shit, you know what I'm saying? But they doing this shit, you know what I'm saying? They doing some different shit. They say one man was fatally shot by police in the confrontation after he opened fire and wounded a state trooper, authorities said. In protest that followed the killing of the killing and the police sweeps, 6 people were arrested and charged with domestic terrorism. Now, that part right there, you know what I'm saying, is I don't know. I think they in my opinion, I think 12 be doing shit, man. I think 12 be doing shit. It said one man was fatally shot by police in a confrontation after he opened fire and wounded the state trooper. And I be, you know, and it could be some movie stuff, conspiracy theory type shit. You know what I'm saying? But I believe that the government, police, if you will, they'll stage an episode like that. So this paragraph that we reading right here becomes true. One man was fatally shot by police in the confrontation after he opened fire and wounded the state trooper, authorities said. So I guess somebody at Cop City just jump out and just start, you gotta take me out of here, you know what I'm saying? Just straight went full white boy and just opened fire on the police and shot a state trooper, you know. In December, the same charges were filed against 5 people after law enforcement moved in to clear barricades and confront protesters. So 5 other people got, so the charge is domestic terrorism. That's what they charging them with. So the police feel like they're being terrorized because the people don't want them to build a place called Cop City. So the police take it upon themselves to feel like they are being terrorized. Because I'm saying, why would you charge somebody? It say, one man was fatally shot in the confrontation after he opened fire and wounded the state trooper, authority said. In the protest that followed the killing and police sweep, 6 people were arrested and charged with domestic terrorism. In December, the same charges were filed against 5 people. So they just charging these folks with domestic terrorism. Critics of domestic terrorism laws, including some civil rights groups, oppose them because of the risk of politicization, because they can be used against politically disfavored groups by the government. Patrick Keenan, a professor of law at the University of Illinois, said. But that's you know, I'm saying something totally different than that. Like, not for no you call them domestic terrorism, so because they doing that, then we're gonna use this against Black Lives Matter and the rest of them groups. Nah, y'all trying to say that y'all just want to build up camps like that, and the people telling y'all that our society don't need to go in that direction. Forget the groups, you know what I'm saying? NAACP, Black Lives Matter, Antifa, any of those groups. Forget any of those groups. Just think about if the police is training to act a certain way or respond a certain way, and they just, you know, we already looking at how the other training hadn't worked as far as these little squads they got, like the Scorpion Squad or the Red Dog back in the day. We already see how a lot of that stuff failed, if you will. But then my thing is, why do they got to build a place called Cop City if these folk already go to a police academy? Now, I guess that'll be the catch-22 to say, well, Cop City will be a police academy, you know. And but my thing is, you know, what they're gonna be training them folk to do at Cop City. Now I'm gonna show y'all something too where they plan on putting Cop City at too. It's 2017 Georgia law defines domestic terrorism as a felony intended to kill or harm people, disable or destroy critical infrastructure, a state or government facility, or a public transportation system, intimidate the civil population or any of its political subdivisions. So the civil population is the police. I hope I want y'all to know that. Intimidate the cops or any of its political subdivisions, and change or coerce state policy or affect the conduct of government by use of destructive devices, assassination or kidnapping. Conviction carries a maximum sentence of 35 years in prison. So a nigga that holding, I ain't gonna need to say, cause they ain't black people. So a person that's hand in hand saying, we don't want Cop City. Now these people could be going to church every Sunday, you know, take care of their home like good law-abiding citizens or whatever. Because they say they don't want a place called Cop City, they facing 35 years, cuz. Conviction carries a maximum sentence of 35 years in prison. Like, dang. So that way, that and you don't, and y'all don't think that's terrorizing. Like, damn, man, I can't even, cause a person who got the bridle of their tongue, who really can't say nothing, who really, cause you can say what you want to say. You know, we got freedom of speech in America, but you can't do what you want to do. You can't go try to stop Cop City or none of that kind of stuff. Because, you know, now the police and all them people feel like you terrorizing them by doing so. Like you stopping their action by banding together and saying we don't want that. So the police look for the ringleader. Now, watch this now. Y'all remember what I was showing y'all in China? Damn, I don't went up out the screen. But what I was showing you in China, let's go back to China again. See if it'll pull back up. I took that shit out my Google search on how to recall again. Let's go back to China. Protests. To the one I was just looking at. Now you see the one in China. Let's go back to the one in China. And let me go to the paragraph down here and say, right here in this part, say, while contact with some leaders of the movement and other individuals who voice of opposition to the Xi administration, to the government, like how they doing over here in America, has reportedly been lost for the most part. Members of the public who took part in the white paper protest do not appear to have been detained. So these folk right here, you know, now they probably ain't going as hard as the folk in Atlanta, Georgia going. You know what I'm saying? And they probably going harder. But ain't nobody been detained though. Ain't nobody been detained up in this right here. The folk in now that mean to me that the Chinese probably kind of listening to these folk a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't how it was popping off in Hong Kong a few years ago, but they kind of listen to these folk. But over here in Atlanta, let me go back. Yeah, go back to that page. Over here in Atlanta, shit, they ain't fucking with you. 35 years. That's what you're gonna get, 35 years. The allegations against the protests, including trespassing, resisting arrest, throwing rocks and glass bottles, and damaging property, including setting fire to a police car. Authorities have also said they found explosive devices, gasoline, and road flares in the area in the forest where protesters had makeshift tree houses. Now, I'm finna show y'all the let me show y'all the place where I gotta find it. Well, it's a place. It's a place. Let me stop my screen share. G24Ds, what's happening with her, man? I'm over here just talking shit about look at this damn advertising. They always I can't get this ad off. I guess I got rid of too many ads, man. They won't let me shake, rattle, and roll no more ads. They trying to get this shit off. But yeah, let me stop screen share. You know what I'm saying, man? Say you're proud old nigga. Yeah, man. But let me show you this shit right here, man. Now this place right here, a lot of people don't know about this place, and this is where they're trying to build a cop city at. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be over here all more. Now, I don't know if y'all ever seen this place right here. So I'm gonna go to the Cop City Atlanta location. See if I can show y'all construction permitted to be used that will allow police training facility at the center of protest to move forward. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna go to this picture right here, and I'm gonna show y'all this forest. And when I show y'all this forest, right, I'm gonna show y'all this forest, and then I'm gonna show y'all. Hold on a second. Hold on a second, y'all. Yeah, I'm back. Yeah, so yeah, so let me show you this. Let's see if I can click on. I can't click on it. In this aerial view, land owned by the city of Atlanta is shown Thursday, January 26th, in unincorporated DeKalb County. The Atlanta City Council has approved plans to lease the land to the Atlanta Police Foundation. Officials says a majority of the 385 acres on which the Atlanta Public Safety Training Center will be built will be preserved for green space in an effort to Osage environmentalists who have been striving to protect the nearby forest. So a lot of people don't know where this forest is, and I'm about to be aggressive and engage the steward of the Southern River Forest Basin. I'm gonna show y'all a different picture of it. Let me show y'all a picture of this forest. Now they about to drop a bag on this forest too. A land disturbance permit. Let me go out of here. I got too much going on. Hold on. Oh, I wasn't even sharing the screen anyway. I'm glad I wasn't sharing the screen. Yeah, South River Forest. Uh-huh. Yeah. So all this right here is what they on everything on the other side of this railroad track. Now this railroad track right here is a railroad track that go to this little street right here. It comes off Moreland. So they call it South River Forest, right? But this is the name of the park. Hold on, let me stop the screen share. Let me stop the screen share right quick and go to park. I'm spelling that all wrong. Constitution Lake Park. I'm gonna put it in and do it like this. Put that in. I'm gonna try to pull it up and show y'all what it looked like. If I can get some good pictures of it. Show y'all what it looked like and the reason why they're going. So, and it's people that live out here too, though, y'all. That's why I want to show y'all. It's people that live here, and they killed one of the people that live out here. They killed one of the little white boys that live out here. I'm trying to find it right quick. Hold on, bear with me a second. So the one in Atlanta. Trying to river. I'm trying to put. I had pulled them up the other day. I don't know why I can't put them up now. I don't know why I can't pull it up now. Hold on. Okay, I'm finna go back to it because I just had it. Damn. Slow ass computer. I gotta add some more memory. Matter of fact, let me empty my trash because that's probably another reason why. Acting blockers too. So let me show y'all this right here. All right. Let me show y'all this right here. And then I'm gonna show y'all. Like, ain't nobody been living over here in forever. Ain't nobody been living over here in forever. So I'm gonna show y'all this right quick. Let me go back to my screen share. Because ain't nobody been living though. Like a lot of people could have been doing barbecues and everything over here at this place, but people didn't know nothing about this shit existing. I mean, some white people did. A lot of folk didn't know. So hopefully y'all can see that it ain't too bugged out blurry. But see where it say Pool Creek? It say Pool Creek right here. Let me see if I can zoom out. Say Pool Creek. Then it say, then I'm gonna go over here to where it say all the way up here to where it say Ripple Water Creek. Now in Atlanta, now this is more, all this right here is this forest right here is this on Moreland Avenue and John Burr Road. So if you in Atlanta, damn, let me come out of there. If you in Atlanta, you kind of know what you're looking at right here as far as Moreland and Jonesboro Road, where it says 285, 20 gonna be the top of Moreland. 285, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be right by Moreland, then 675. So that park go all the way around it. But I'm gonna show y'all another picture, which Atlanta don't show, and it's called Silver River, it's called South River Forest, right? But the entrance is here. Let me pull this up like this and show y'all what this shit look like in Atlanta. And this is what these people are protesting for. All right, so, and I had just I was showing somebody this and this is what so this is the name of the park. This is the name of the park that they're trying to take over. The name of the park they're trying to take over is called Constitution Lakes. And you get to this park, it's on South River Industrial Boulevard. So that's why they call it South River Forest. But let me see, I'm trying to get these photos to pull up at any second now. And then I can show y'all, like, hold on, let's see if I can do it right here. Let's say view all. See if I can get it to show right here. This right here is wicked. And then I'm gonna go after this because I had just got a phone call. I got to call my people back and see what's going on with them. All right. Okay, nah, we ain't gonna be able to look at it that way it go. I guess we can look at it this way. I don't know. Hopefully nah, we ain't gonna be able to look at it this way it go. Unless they allow me to yeah, so yeah, it's already bugged out on this right here. Let's see. Then they try to make it some fly shit right here on this site, but it really ain't no fly stuff. It is a hiking trail, and let me come out of this because I guess they trying to sell you some Atlanta trails for people who do outdoor stuff. So if you do outdoor stuff, then yeah, you would you probably know about this park if you do outdoor stuff. But let me come up out of this. And I know y'all see all these little wicked ass pictures because that's cause these folk be out there. These folk be out there living out there, and white people live there. I don't know what the hell going on with my Google. Why I ain't clicking on these pictures? Again. Like they don't wanna do right. And then I'm gonna close out after I do this. After this shit open up. Oh yeah, these folk be yeah, they be bullshit, man. All these folk come on Atlanta, come on internet and be talking about Atlanta ain't net. They, you know what? A lot of these people, and I can tell where they live at, where they from, right? So if I see a person on the internet, to give you an example, that lives in Marietta, 9 times out of 10, that person that live in Marietta, they migrated to Marietta from like New Jersey or New York City or Philadelphia somewhere, you know. And likewise, a cat that live like say over towards College Park, Campbellton Road, that not College Park, Campbell, let's say like right before that, like right in Mableton and stuff like that. Those people be coming from like California and shit. Of course, you know, like out there on out here on Mountain Industrial in North Harrison, most of them folk be African and shit. I don't know what the hell going on with this shit. Why they ain't pull up? Yeah, God damn. Let's see if I can get this pull on up. All right. I don't know what the hell going on. Let me see if I can get another slide. Let me see if I can do it another way. All right, there you go. That shit took forever to pull up. All right, so I ain't gonna start out with this picture right here. I'm gonna start off. Yeah, I'm gonna start out with this picture. I'm gonna start out right where they want us to start at too. And it's people that live out here. So this is what these white people are protesting to stop. And it's right off of Moreland Avenue. You see this swamp? First of all, look at this trail. This trail, and look at the swamp on the side of this trail, man. Like, who in the... I'm like, shit, let Cop City have this place. You know what I'm saying? Let them have this place. But hold on a second, though, before we just let them have it. And we're going to see why the white people want to preserve it and keep it for themselves. So now this look like swamp. See all this marsh and stuff like that? Look like straight swamp land, right? Let's keep going. Bam. Look at that lake. Look how pretty that lake done bust out on you. Now, all the way on the other side, now that's the trail. Now this little wood rail right here is really from, you see that marsh, right? So that little wood trail went all the way around to where you get to the lake, where it started to look like this. See, now you see how this is. Now I know y'all looking at this like, who in the hell finna walk this trail? When you gonna walk? You know, you better walk that trail before it get dark, cause you don't want to make no misstep fooling around this trail. Oh man, you talking about some Jason type stuff going on in your life, man. That's a real nightmare right there, Jack. Oh man. Oh man, you see that right there? Who want to walk this trail? So, but this what these folk protesting for, man. This is what's going on in our world. Hold on, let me go to another picture. Now, you know, they like to make their little shrines and keepsakes and all this. So I call it voodoo stuff. You know what I'm saying? They be doing it. But this walkway right here, before you get to this, to the wood walkway, you actually have to walk this trail right here. And I'm gonna show y'all the parking lot on what this on how to get here. I'm gonna show y'all the parking lot on how to get right here. Now I know y'all saying to yourself, nigga, how the hell you know this shit? Cause I was fucking around and got in trouble and had to do community service. And part of the community service in DeKalb County is you have to clean up DeKalb County parks. Now, granted, this is on Moreland Avenue, but it's at the Atlanta Decatur it's at the border, but this whole part is on DeKalb County's property. So DeKalb County is leasing this property to Atlanta, so DeKalb County in on the bullshit too. DeKalb County ain't gonna say nothing about it because this is an Atlanta problem. If they can, you know what I'm saying, they want it, they got to get the people up out of there. See that? Look at this little lake right here, man. You can do a bunch of fishing and living right here. See these banks? I'm pretty sure the people that live here, they would bathe in this water and everything. They would do everything. Fish, cook, you know what I'm saying? They get their food up out of here. They wash their clothes in this water. Probably they just live out here. It's a national park, and it's right off of the exit. It's right off Moreland Avenue. Now look at this voodoo ass shit. That me walking inside their park, they just showing you. They call this trail Baby Doll Trail. That's what they call this trail, Baby Doll Trail. And I think they call this trail Baby Doll Trail because all up and down the trail you see little baby dolls on some wicked shit. Now look at this baby doll right here with a fucking fan around his head and a pill bottle. Now this is why Atlanta want them folk up out of there, because I believe Atlanta feel like a lot of them folk, you know what I'm saying, don't that be making that meth and stuff, they making it back here in their park. But that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. You know what I'm saying? But look at this picture right here, man. And this what these folk fighting about. Doll head. Look at that. Another doll head inside the TV with a rose. Evil, crazy, man. But okay. So this the beginning of the part right here. Let's say the beginning of the trail from the sidewalk. You see they got the little rebars right there. So I guess you can't drive no car up in here and just dump it up. Cause I'm pretty sure they put these bars right here because they probably done fished a couple cars up out the motherfucking lake. You know what I'm saying? Nigga done dumped that. Look at this shit, man. Who in the world finna walk this trail? Now, I had to walk it, but I walked it with 12 other people, 13 other people, I guess. You know what I'm saying? There was a bunch of us walking this trail, cleaning up the park back here. Now, while we were cleaning up the park, I'm like, who in the hell putting food in these dumpsters? Who in the hell back here? But most of the trash bins were filled up with trash. Now, granted, you might have a couple of cups of soda cans or beer bottles or cigarette packs on walking down the sidewalk, but not much, because I guess the people that was living back here, they try to keep it a little tidy for themselves. So, you know. Yeah, and that's the off trail right there. They ain't let us walk this one right here. They ain't let us, you know, because I don't know what's going on back there. I'm glad they didn't. Then that's some more baby doll bullshit that's going on. But this what these folk protesting about. Say, this sign right here says, what we can't make right, we can make better. And that's those people who living off this. Now here go, that's another part. Look at that trail. And this that railroad track. If y'all ever that track, like if y'all hear that train on the train that's on Key Road that going toward Boulder Crest, this that railroad track. You know, like people like what's behind them woods, but this is what's behind those woods right there. This bridge right here that train run across. And if people live up under there too. Yeah, man, that Blair Witch ass shit. Now I know a lot of folks saying, "Ooh, that beautiful. Ooh, that DJ Black Chon, you don't know what you talking about. That's beautiful. I can go out there and make me a tent and chill and camp. All right, cool. That's on you. But no, it's somebody back there putting these artifacts. They just placing them. It says, I lost my head to social media. It's somebody that did this, man. They putting all this voodoo stuff. Now look at this. Now, hold on, man. You mean to tell me that you want to live, not live, but camp, that you'll camp next to this? This the last picture right here. But no, I wouldn't count next to that. Now let's see the outside. I want to show y'all how this how it look pulling up to it. How it looks when you pull up to it. These folks got their little children out here. Now I know what y'all thinking that, oh yeah, that's nice. I will walk this trail. They go all the way in the back. You can see the little rebars or whatever, and you can see well this stuff come off it. But and you can bring your family out here and set up a barbecue grill, and you know what I'm saying. But you right here next to the swamp. You can bring your fishing rod out here and fish. They got some good fish in that water. You know, some big ass bass in that water. But the thing about it is, Atlanta want it for themselves. They want to take it away from the people. That's what y'all got to understand. What I'm trying to say is they trying to take this whole trail, and let's get a street view. I'm trying to say see outside. Let's put in this address right here. I'm gonna put this address in Google right quick and see if I can get a street view. I want to get a view showing you how it look walking up on the park. Yeah, so this is a street view right here. And so I wanted to get a street view, show you what it looked like walking up before you even get to the park, before you even get to the trail. Hopefully it give me a view of that. Hopefully Google ain't on no shit and give me a view of that. Let's see if they give me a view of that, what it looked like. Yeah, see if we can turn this on around. See if we can turn this on around. Yeah, okay. So now y'all can see the back of the park, right? And this is the trail. This is where the trail starts at, right here. Now, when I came up here, I seen some families. It's a pavilion right in here. It's a pavilion right in here. That's another entrance right there, and it's a pavilion right there. It ain't spinning around. I got a little beach ball going right now, so I guess my internet is going a bit slow. Nah, screen, what's going on? He said, what's going on in the world? Protest? Hold on, I'm trying to. All right, let me see if I can go to the front of the street to show y'all what it look like. Cause you got to ride up in here, right? And if you don't ride up in here, then you wouldn't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to show y'all what it look like coming up into this joint before you even get to the park. You got to drive up in here. And it's people that live back here, y'all. Like, it's people that's been living back here forever. Let me see if I can turn it around this way. All right, it's giving me the little beach ball action. I'm trying to turn it around so y'all can see too. And this is Constitution Lake right here. So, and when it would stop, try to see if I can get it turn on around. So you have to ride up. So if y'all ever been to, I don't know if y'all travel and stuff like that, but if you travel, right, and you want to do some fly shit as far as with your family and stuff like that, like go camping, and a lot of black people who want to do some camping type stuff don't even know this exists. You know, a lot of white people know this is just because they live back here. They live back here and they do a lot of family events back here. But what I'm gonna attempt to do is I'm gonna go to the main road. Let's get down here. I'm finna show y'all something. Let's get to the main road and see this is the conditions you have to ride through to get to the parking lot. I know y'all saying what in the fuck? Yeah. This is the conditions you have to ride through to get to the parking lot. To get to the park, I mean. You see this? A lot of people didn't know that this darn place even exists. Ain't nobody, it's called Constitution Lakes. DeKalb County Parks and Recreation, Constitution Lakes. South River, 1305 South River Industrial Boulevard. And this is called the South River Forest. And Atlanta want to take it from those people that live back here. Now, this is Atlanta. This is Moreland, right here. Moreland Avenue. We off Moreland Avenue. 9 times out of 10, when you riding down, let me give y'all another view. Let's go over here to this side of the street. Let's go over here to this side of the street. All right. Now let me turn it around. Let me turn the camera around this way. You wouldn't know no fucking beautiful ass park sit in the back of these woods. You wouldn't know that. It's not publicized. Nobody don't go on field trips. None of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? To over here to this place. But behind that park, but down that street, there's we talking about as far as your eyes could see with these trees. Like now, you look up the whole side of this road right here. Let me see if y'all can see what I'm looking at. Okay, yeah, y'all can see what I'm looking at. These whole row of trees all the way down as far as your eyes can see is that park. Is this park right here. You can walk this whole trail all the way down till you get close enough to the little bridge down here. But from the road, from Moreland Avenue, you don't see this. You don't see this. You don't see this park. Yeah, let me go back. Let me see if I can go back. See if I can go back. Let's go back to the park. Google Fi with that shit ain't a job. Google Fi. Y'all better leave Google alone. And this is a truck stop right here. So, you know, a lot of people ain't turning right here because they, you know, the rest of the street leads to this truck stop right here. So you ain't turning up this street damn time at all, you know, because we don't know about this. Now, I'm not telling black people to hop on the white people's fight or whatever on saving a national park and stuff like that, because a lot of the national park stuff we don't know about, you know. Turn it around a little more so y'all can remember how you got to get up in here whenever you do come. Let's keep going. And then, so they want to take this. They want to take this from these people. And I know y'all tripping like, damn, Google all in the woods with it. Yeah, Google in the woods with it. That's why America tell you can't live off the grid no more. So if y'all ever heard that before, living on the grid and living off the grid, most of these people that live in here, and I used to hear a cat that I used to talk to a lot of times from Gary, Indiana. He used to do these live streams and stuff like that, but he used to always talk about having remote land and stuff like that, and you know what I'm saying, and not being bothered with by the police and stuff like that, or being not by the government for that matter. You know, this is crazy because when you pull up in here, you wouldn't even know that all that other stuff I was showing you sit in the back of this park. Like most people that'll pull up in here will see this little park. Let me say, we'll see this little parking lot, right? And you might see this little walkway right here, but you ain't too tough to just get out and walk the trail. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I don't think people walk the trail because the truck stop would throw you off as if, you know what I'm saying, that it ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? So, and then you see how far it is. Like by the time when you turn up this thing, you've been did a U-turn other than riding all the way back here. You know. But it's people live back here and they want to take this from these people. You know, they want to take this shit from these people, you know. Let me go back right here. Yeah, so by the time you up around in here, you ain't trying to, you've been turned around or whatever, you know, because it's so far down the little street before you even get to the park. Before you even get to the parking lot, I mean, you know. That's almost a mile. You know what I'm saying? Almost like a quarter mile drive before you get right here. Let me see what this say on these signs. Park rules. They say do not leave valuables in vehicle. I know that real. Shit. ATVs, motorcycle, and other motorized vehicles prohibited in the Cobb County parks. So these niggas were riding ATVs up down through that trail too, huh? Why y'all folk ain't shit. That's why the Cobb County want to take it. That's why the Cobb County, not the Cobb County, but Atlanta gonna take it. And then they'll kill somebody. It was a man. It was a young man, it was a young white boy. Got it. Let me stop screen share. It was a young white boy that end up dying or whatever. So they go to the woods. They find it. They see the white boy come up out the woods, and other than them, you know, like they trying to clean up the park. The white boy coming out the woods or whatever, and so that's why it sparked the protest. The white boy that lived in those woods that I was just showing y'all. So, damn, I need to see if I can find that video. Yeah, but that's what sparked it up. The white boy lived in the woods back there. Let me see if I can go back those pictures again, man. See if I can go back those pictures again. Gotta close out that tab. Let me see if I can go back those pictures again. Yeah. But the white boy lived back there, man. And he was coming up out those woods, man, and the police shot him. The police shot him, man. Cop City protests. Let me see if I can pull up the boy that died. But anyway, it was a kid that died. I don't know. I gotta find it another time because I gotta get ready to go get up out of here. But yeah, man, and when he died, that's why they started. That's what sparked the outrage of these white people, whatever. Because white people, you know, they live in those woods. you know. Now, you civilized Negroes would never live in no woods, I don't guess. But looking at what I was just showing y'all with the lake, with it right next to the main road, you know what I'm saying? So you got a forest right next to the main road. And so that means you can hop the bus if you want to, because just walk up to the main road and you can start doing stuff in the city. You could get a car, park it, like obviously like those people were doing or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You obviously you could use a PO box for your address and stuff like that, you know, and they got other ways for you to, you know what I'm saying, to obtain an address and stuff in America. So those people were living right there, man. And yeah, and Atlanta say, forget y'all got to go, and that's gonna belong to us, and it's gonna belong to the city of Atlanta, and we're gonna build some buildings back there, and we're gonna use that lake for ourselves. We're gonna use all this beautiful stuff that's been hid from the eye. Because just imagine if they would cut down those woods on Moreland Avenue, how many people can view that it's a park back? How much attention, how much traffic will be going over to that park? And these, you know, they just took it, you know. And it was once a saying that says, "Occupy Atlanta." Occupy America for that. I guess everybody had to occupy in their city, you know what I'm saying, at that time or whatever. And this is a perfect example of why you want to occupy Atlanta, you know. But that was for jobs and stuff like that. Now we you know, so we protest to have jobs, you know what I'm saying, for them to have facilities, but we also want to be free. We want to, you know what I'm saying? And then with rent being so crazy how it is, you know what I'm saying, everywhere in the world, that, yeah, those people who's living in the woods, I don't blame them. Just kidding. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I feel for them, man. Hopefully they get those charges dropped on them, and rest in peace to the young man that lost his life because he wanted to live in the woods, you know. Yeah. But I got to call my people back, man. I appreciate y'all for rocking out with me, man, on what's going on in the world. We're going to get a little more deep. We're going to get into next time I come back. Going to talk about disasters in the world, because there's a whole lot of disasters going on in the world. So we're going to talk about that when I come back. And I shouldn't get a copyright strike if I show disasters, you know, like that shit's crazy. But yeah, I know how people play on the internet. And I would rather talk about stuff like this than talk about people, you know. What's up, Chris Creekmo? Oh yeah, man. Hopefully you was checking out. Appreciate you too, man. I was just talking about, you know, like the different protests in the world or whatever. And I see our protest, y'all know what we protesting right now, Tyree Nichols and stuff. That's what we protesting, black people. Protesting, goddamn, the police on some crap, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to black folk. But I mean, I don't talk about the obvious, because we already know the obvious. You know what I'm saying? The police be trying to give us the business. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Hey, man, appreciate y'all for rocking out with me, man. I'm gonna get up out of here, man. Peace to y'all. Like, share, and subscribe. I'm out.